I'm LP Master 6.
Fuck, that scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, I didn't. I knew it was going to, but it was too late. I couldn't warn you. We were exactly at the 1 minute mark. I gotta turn down the video, because remember, this is still post-commentary. Don't touch that. Don't touch that. We'll have to resync. Don't squish bugs on my computer. That is not a roach. You cannot kill it. So this, I'm with Austin.
Yeah, same.
So, this is actually a different day because of the way we've been recording lately. We take turns doing one video each. And we randomized Pokemon Vietnamese Crystal, and the game crashed. It could not handle it after a one series of videos. So look forward to that on his channel, if that ever comes out. But I'm sure by the next time we record something, you know, that won't come out either. Those are Zazaks. These little horsehead guys, those are Zazaks. They hit hard, and they're hard all over, if you know what I'm saying. That's a freaking Barney Fife quote. You know, you gotta look him straight in the eyes like this. You gotta brace yourself. You gotta make yourself hard all over.
I'm just letting you go on like I normally do.
Yeah. It is September 30th, 2019. It is 6:03 p.m. and I'm hoping my stuff comes in my bank account tomorrow because I have $24 in my bank account and I'm ready. I'm ready to not have $24 in my bank account. And last time we were talking about how I was gonna maybe get therapy because I can't ever do anything I want to do because of my obsessive compulsive problems. And you know, I was looking at my health insurance, which I got back and have mentioned getting back. And I don't know if that covers it, but I did make a doctor's appointment today, sitting in the car for 2.5 hours. I mean, the actual making the appointment only took a little bit. You know, okay, I thought making a referral, this is the American healthcare system, by the way. I thought that meant...
They don't know you're American, no.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You're obviously somewhere in Europe.
I mean... Europe's pretty diverse. I mean, I'm sure there's some Europeans that sound like I do. A whole race of LP Master 6 voice Europeans. A whole race, that's what I meant. I meant nation, but race, the same thing. And, I called beforehand and asked, I asked two places. He's fine.
He's chewing on the cord.
And he stopped. We are referring to Sylvester, the cat that we always have to refer to. Hey, buddy. You can't fit through there. He's trying to fit through thin grates in a chair. He changed his mind. Maybe. I don't know. He's going for it. You guys can't see it. So there's no... Oh, this is Thieves Town, by the way. Sometimes called Gargoyle's Domain. And we didn't comment on the fact that... Well, it's only called Gargoyle's Domain on Zelda Dungeon. And I really didn't know why. So I thought I would bring it up that it's called Gargoyle's Domain. Maybe in Japan, but...
I think that's the Japanese name.
Well, no. In Japan, that's right. I read that Thieves Town and the Village of Outcasts have the same name, unlike in America. So I don't know where the hell Gargoyle's Domain came from.
I don't know what the hell you're doing here.
I don't know either. I never know what I'm doing. Why don't you? Okay, you're the one watching my actual gameplay. Why don't you comment on why am I doing this a little more often? Like,
I don't know.
Most of the stuff I do is just completely unnecessary.
Yeah, you're just running around when you could have been halfway into the dungeon at this point. Why did this dungeon take 17 minutes again?
Well, I don't know. Normally I die a lot here. I don't think I die at all, actually. Against who now? Okay, will you shut up, please, and stop spoiling things? I gotta freaking cut that out. So
you want me to go back to spoiling the entire plot of the game in the first 5 minutes of the Let's Play like I used to?
You mean like you did the one time with Donkey Kong? And then I had to, instead of actually just blocking you out like I lazily do now, I went into Audacity and reversed your audio. So when you said Mario defeats Donkey Kong and I reversed Donkey Kong, it sounded like Conky Dong, and I was very excited about that. Because it really shouldn't have. Well, okay, as I was trying to say, the referral I thought meant you don't have to go to the doctor, your regular doctor, to get a referral to a back specialist, so I was all excited. And then I called a little bit later after eating some waffle fries, because I didn't eat breakfast, because I didn't want to wash a spoon. And waffle fries are really cheap because they're on campus and they try to make things cheap for college kids, you know? Good old Chick-fil-A waffle fries. I had never been into the food court, and I went in the food court and I was like, oh man, this is fancy. And I was like, can I get some waffle fries? I was like trying to figure out where to order, and this like, guy is over the counter and says, do you need anything? I said, can I get some waffle fries, a large waffle fry? And he says, sure, she'll give it to you. And this woman just hands it to me, and I said, where do I pay? And she just like points across the room and says, over there. I could have just walked out of the room. Of course, I was honest and paid the $2 for waffle fries.
That is ridiculous for waffle fries.
It's a very large amount of waffle fries. I got full on waffle fries, and I never get full on anything. I'm a bottomless pit. Sorry, I had to retrieve the cat. And then they're like, oh, no, that referral just means you have to get... that you don't have to have the insurance call and make your appointment. You have to have your doctor. You have to visit your doctor, pay for a doctor's visit, and then have your doctor make the appointment for you. So I'm going to be really
I could have told you that.
That really pisses me off. Because why does somebody else have to make the appointment? Because I don't have that much availability. I can do 2 days out of the week. That's it. I can't just take off class. I mean, I can, depending on the day. Oh, I was determined to get that anti-fairy. And I'd like to point out, put those weird, creepy things that send their insides out at you and then follow them. There's some type of ghost. But because their palette is on screen, and if you summon a fairy by magic powdering the anti-fairies, it makes the fairy transparent. Isn't that neat? Isn't that a topical subject? Isn't that cool? We also saw that movie the other day called Yesterday, that Beatles movie, because I was listening to a lot of the Beatles for a while. Because, you know, I was determined to listen to all the best-selling artists ever, and then number 2 is Madonna, so I just kind of gave up. Madonna is not very exciting. She created pop music, and I hate her for that, but her music's not that bad.
I hate this
It's not that good either.
I hate this one. There we go. It's better now.
Oh, you hate it because of the sound, the ASMR of spike traps. I'm sorry, traps, as they're called in this game. These are called skull ropes.
They'll fuck you up too.
Really? They did 1 heart.
Yeah, but if you let them swarm you.
I didn't. What kind of retard is going to let them swarm them? A real man is the only type of guy that plays A Link to the Past. And a real man does not let skull ropes... Skull rape? I'm sorry. That's definitely in my top worst moments.
You've had a lot of those in this Let's Play, I've noticed.
Well, I'm gonna blame you. That's
Why?
all I got. I mean...
You would...
You wouldn't know. You don't watch my videos. You don't know what I would be saying.
Would you be saying it?
It depends. Actually, but according to the butterfly effect, no, I would not have said that at all. Most likely. Because it was bouncing off of a comment. And if you weren't, you know, interested in doing A Link to the Past, you probably wouldn't be living here, which means, you know, my entire course of actions over the last, like, month or however long, just in general talking about it, my thought processes would have been different. A lot of situations would have been slightly different. So, I may have died before recording Thieves Town if you weren't in this video. So, no, I may not have said that, to answer your question. Sorry, that's the psychologist in me. I've decided
Like something.
Link, it's me, Zelda. Don't be deceived by the magic of Blind the Thief. Be careful. You remember talking about that guy, Blind the Thief, at the beginning of the game?
No,
when
no one remembers it.
When you go in that weird vine house, that's what it looks like, in Kakariko Village, and this guy is just standing in there and says, this used to be a hideout for a gang of thieves. Their leader was blind, and he hated bright light a lot. Remember that useless world building? Well, guess what? This is his town. He's the leader of the thieves of the village of outcasts. Who would have guessed? Who thought about it? Probably nobody. How much do you think, like, kids back in the day were really into this lore and, like, really, like, knew each character by name, like, blind while they were playing through?
Probably not a lot.
I mean, Nintendo Capri Sun paints the picture like back in the day you did. Like that. This was the sort of thing, like, you played the same games over and over after all because, you know, there weren't that many in existence. Good ones. I mean, especially when the SNES came out, like, for people who can't stand NES-style games, like, at the time this comes out, you got, like, 4 good games, and that's it. Because, you know, only Nintendo games are good games, also.
Yeah, fuck you.
I mean, what other good games came out in 91?
There's
of
91?
no good. Ugh.
No? Well, actually, wait a second.
Yeah.
What other good games came out in 91? Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, no. Actually, you're thinking of James Bond 007 for the Game Boy Color. Now, it was a hard choice.
I actually have played that.
Really?
And it is not good at all.
I had a feeling. I really thought about doing all the third-party series for Smash Brothers along the way for this, but I mean, the only one I would have been doing right now, 007, so I'm good. I think we talked about this, actually, in Thieves Town.
Yeah.
Oh, say your fun fact about those big blocks.
You don't need the Titan's Mitt to pick them up?
Yeah, you get a glove upgrade.
Yeah, he's about to get it, so it's not much of a spoiler.
Yeah. And, you know, it makes you think that you have to have the big glove upgrade to lift up those gigantic blocks. You don't. So I don't understand why they're there and why they're so gigantic.
Probably just to trick you.
That's dumb. Oh, thank you very much. You saved my life. Please take me outside. See, I like this dungeon because it switches things up. The thieves aren't smart enough to put the maiden in a crystal. And so it becomes the world's first escort mission.
But...
Just kidding. It does not act like an escort mission.
But no, if it was even in this game... Why are you standing there?
I know. I already said the world's first escort mission was Zelda. I forgot about Sewer Zelda.
Sewer Zelda?
I'm sorry. You got the Titan's Mitt! Now we can lift the freaking Dark Stones. That hammer sound effect really feels good.
Why don't you just cut out this room since it's completely worthless?
Okay, why don't you tell everybody it's completely worthless before they judge it for themselves? Somebody could have an enriching experience in this room. See, the door locks behind you. And, oh, look at this puzzle. You kill the enemies to get out of the room. It's a trap room. God damn. That's fascinating. I love post-commentary.
Yeah. This is when post-commentary actually just kind of runs dry.
I mean, normally I'm good about talking about stuff. Oh, did I talk about my career planning and development test results?
I don't even think you talked with me about that. So.
Oh my god. Okay, so I took this aptitude test because my professor, we were supposed to meet with our professor. Oh yeah, we showed this earlier. It's the boss room on the map. But there's no boss in there. He just kind of left.
This tripped me up for so long, so much that when I was
too bright.
So, thanks for interrupting me.
Yeah, I'm reading the text. Was I supposed to read the text later? This is Blind the Thief.
This tripped me up so bad that Thieves Town was the last dungeon I completed on my first playthrough.
I mean, it makes sense.
It's
a very arbitrary hint.
Like, yeah, it's very arbitrary, and I kept trying to take her out. And she just says, "Oh, it's too bright out there. I don't want to go." And I just say, "Too bad," and then take her out, leave anyway, and then I'd have to go back and get her.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, I love this boss fight. It's so action packed, and it's not that bad. He thinks it's harder than freaking Mothula, but
I do. I don't think a lot of things are harder than or easier than Mothula.
Well,
I think Mothula is one of the easiest bosses in the game.
There you are. There you go, being a contrarian.
Oh, you're just calling me that because
I know, because you call me that all the time.
Because you are.
Look, there is a difference.
Ooh, Ice World in Mario 3 is my favorite world.
I didn't say it was my favorite world. World
I
3
love
is
water.
my favorite world.
I love water levels.
Because of you, I can escape from the clutches of the evil monsters. Thank you. As the wise men sealed the way to the Dark World, the Knights of Hyrule defended them from the attacks of evil monsters. I heard that the Knights of Hyrule were nearly wiped out in that battle. You are perhaps
Why are you
the
making
last
her a
one
bitch?
to carry on the bloodline of the Knights. It is ironic that the last one in the line has the potential to become the hero of legend.
Why are you
Surely
eating
you
my
can
mom?
destroy Ganon. Do you understand? May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce.
Well, that was an experience.
Yep. And now we leave. And that was only 16 minutes of dungeon, and I cut nothing out. Actually, over a minute of it was getting to the dungeon. Actually, 1 minute was sinking, and then another 30 seconds was dungeon, so that was like 13 minutes of a dungeon. I'm impressed with myself.
I think you had to cut something there.
Yeah, what did I cut?
Probably the middle between episodes, maybe? Or...
No, because we kept it all in the same file. What did I cut out? I'm so confused.
I don't know, but you definitely cut something out because
Yeah.
the music skipped.
No, I see it on there. I thought, did I go do something and realize I can't do it? What did I do?
I think
Did we just pause for a minute? Or?
maybe.
Yeah, I know that was it. And I'm remembering back. I was looking at the notes and seeing everything I had to do.
Okay.
'Cause
And you cut that out.
Yeah. So the file wasn't big enough. You know, I didn't want to just have a 20. I don't want to have a video that's less than 20 minutes. A file at least. So we're doing the collection before Ice Palace. What the fuck?
How did you not catch that?
Do 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 do. Okay, sorry about that, fellas.